What's up, guys? For those of you who don't know me, I'm Zay. Welcome to the YouTube channel. I know I finally started. For all you guys out there who've been waiting and stuff like that, this video is going to be dedicated to just everyone getting to know me. And really, this is going to be dedicated to everybody who doesn't know me to get to know me and talk about things like music and art and how I got into it. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So I went around and I just asked like everybody I could on every platform I had to just ask me questions, like any questions I got, and I screenshotted everything and I'm gonna answer everything that I have. So first question, hobbies. Music. Yeah. I have a lot of hobbies. I'll just list it off right now. I like music, I like writing, I like dancing, I like filming, I like photography, I like literally everything that has to do with art, period. Like, you name it, I want to do it. Next, likes and dislikes. I'm gonna keep this simple. I like everything that I just said. All my hobbies are what I like. My dislikes, can I even think of things that I dislike right now? I don't know, I'll probably have to come back to that one. And if I don't answer it, yeah, so how do you view your military experience? I'm thankful for it. It's definitely made me a stronger person. I am in the Air Force. I still have 4 more years to go, but I'm good. It's good. Okay, I guess I can detail it a little bit more to answer the question and elaborate on that. I did a semester of high school. Yeah, I did 1 semester of high school. Shut the fuck up. So I graduated high school, but I did 1 semester of college, and I realized that wasn't for me. And my whole mindset, in all honesty, was instead of sitting here wasting away, how about I go out there, do something to secure a better future for myself, and along the way, fight for somebody else's future. That's the kind of the view I took on it. Was it worth joining, or was civilian life better? I think I kind of answered that. Yeah, I feel like it was worth joining for the reason that I joined. I mean, civilian life obviously is gonna be better because you have more freedoms and to do stuff that you want to do. But at the same time, I'm still living. I'm still happy. It's not like it's hindering me too much. So it was worth joining, but civilian life is better. Next question: waves or curls and fade? I mean, it's not the best. These ain't the best curls, you know, these ain't the best curls in a fade. You know, I'm looking a little scrappy right now, but obviously I'm gonna go with the curls and the fade. That's what's worked best for me ever since. Okay, so the shape of my head, if you can't tell from this video right now, the shape of my head is kind of large. So when I have like short hair, like, and I try to go for waves and stuff like that, my head looks really weird. It looked like an almond or some shit like that. So I always end up growing my hair out because that's the only way it'll make my face look proportional. Is there a girl I would fuck with again? Next question. First love.
Oh God, please, no, 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 no!
What's the best relationship advice that I can give? Do not, don't make somebody feel like they have to change who they are for you. Just don't do that. That shit hurts, man. If you were the one who wanted to be with them in the first place, and you get with them, and there are things that you would like to change about them, well, first of all, maybe you should reconsider being with them in all honesty, because you're supposed to love a person for who they are. But I'm not saying that change is not good, because there are some aspects of a personality or a person that can change for the better of themselves and your relationship. So don't get me wrong on that. But what I'm saying is, do not make them feel like they have to change their core, like if they're weird, like personality trait, if they're weird, don't make them feel like being weird is hindering you from showing them love, because that just makes them feel like they're not good enough, like they don't deserve you or things like that. And it's not about that. Everything in a relationship needs to be mutual. It needs to be 100%, 100%. Don't make them feel like their 100% is not enough, because that's shitty. That's shitty to do as a person, like for real. Don't do that shit. What made you want to pursue this in the first place? guess. What made you want to pursue YouTube in the first place? It's just another stage to place myself on, and as an actor, I love being on stage. So this is just another platform to put myself on to get more exposure for what I want to do in the future. When were you comfortable expressing yourself, or were you always? I've always been like comfortable expressing myself. I'm just that nigga. No, fuck no.
Shut the fuck up.
I was actually an introvert for the longest time. I was awkward. I was weird up until 8th grade. Like, everything was just awkward for me. I was introverted and stuff like that. I was never really an extrovert until I hit high school. Everything kind of clicked where fuck everyone. Genuinely. If you don't have the drive to be yourself, no one's really gonna push you to be yourself besides your parents. But yeah, that's when I started being an extrovert. That's when I started expressing myself more, being a thespian. I like to express myself. I like to talk about how I feel and things like that. Was when I hit high school. And the way I learned it was through acting. Acting taught me if I can express another person's feelings, another person's thoughts and things like that, who's to say that I can't express my own? It's a weird roundabout way of getting to being able to express myself, but it worked for me. Yeah, acting was my key to beginning to express myself and truly become in touch with me. Yeah, if that makes sense. Next question. What does it say? I'm not blind, I swear. How often do you use chapstick? Yeah,
Boy, if you don't.
what shoes are on your cop list? Honestly, I'm not a sneakerhead.
Right.
I'm really not. I ain't nothing like that. It's more so I will go into a shoe store or go online and see some shoes and I'll be like, these motherfuckers raw, so I'll buy them. That's it. That's all I look at as shoes. Do you like lemons? Yeah. What made you want to start pursuing music? The reason I started pursuing music was because of my aunt and uncle. When I was younger, my parents would leave me over their house with my siblings to babysit and stuff like that. And while they were babysitting, instead of just sitting there doing nothing and running around like the little brats we were, they would actually make us sit down and be creative and things like that. Like, personally, I had like a knack. You better stop! No, I'm just playing. But ever since I was young, I've always been in touch with my creative side. And they really brought that out. They would make me sit down at a table and like actually write out scripts and things that I would use to like to convey, like stories and stuff like that. And I joined my aunt's choir and I sang a little bit. It wasn't long at all. Like, I just sang a little bit in her choir, and that's how my musical side of me started. That was the root of it. And in high school, I did choir for like a year, and then I pursued my real passion, which was acting. But let's not get into all that crap because there's so much art in this mind that I want to get out. But yeah, so I did choir for a year in high school. Then I went to art again, and then I started rapping. It was like my sophomore year of high school or something like that. It was when I dropped my first project or whatever. Honestly, I think I did the whole rap thing because I wanted to follow the crowd. I thought it was cool to be a rapper and stuff like that, and rap was like the big thing, and I felt like that was the best way to convey my message. And I feel like that mindset kind of hindered me because the project that I have coming out soon, I mean, yes, I'm rapping in it and singing in it and things like that, but I kept a more open mindset in this project, and it's more me rather than the forces around me, like forcing something out. Moving on. Oh, that was it. Well, cool. I hope that has given you a glimpse into the type of person I am. I hope that actually spurs more questions. If you have any more questions, you can always feel free to DM me on like Instagram or Snapchat and things like that. I'll leave those in the description below, like my social media links and stuff like that. But feel free to just comment on the video questions that you have, concerns, anything that you want to know going into the future for this channel or any of my projects that I have, period. This channel will be dedicated to art, inspiration, and just life in general, I guess. So More to come.
Enough.
You sure?
Do it.
You sure?
With you walking over, that's cool. Yeah.
With me walking over. Fuck that.
So the entire premise of this, when it first began, was genuinely to just be some sort of, I guess, lovey-dovey type deal, talking about broken hearts and the past and things of that nature. But as time went on, and as we as in my team, learned so much more, went through so much together, and bad things happened, good things happened, happy times, sad times, we talked, we made music, we experienced life together. As that all happened, this entire project turned into a living, breathing thing, rather than just something I put on a piece of paper that I wanted to convey to the world. It became a process, an experience. That's what it became, and I believe that's more than I could have ever asked for, more than I could have ever dreamed for this project. It's just become something that is living and breathing. It's an experience, it's a journey that we all took together and that we put down and documented, and I wouldn't have it any other way. This project means so much to me. It holds a place dearly in my heart because of everything that's been put into it. Some things people may not understand, but for the most part, that doesn't really matter. It's mostly the words that are conveyed, the emotions that were written down, and the experiences that created this message. So that's what Before I Go means. And to, I guess, detail on the album name Before I Go, the reason it's named Before I Go is because I wanted to get this project done before I leave, and that's what it started out as at first. Before I go, I want to get this done. But then when you listen to the actual album, when you guys get a chance, you'll understand that Before I Go means so much more. And you'll learn that you tend to forget to cherish the things you have until they leave. So, I hope you guys enjoy.
Nothing, I'm feeling sober and relegating my own thoughts to passing. And I'm asking, and I task myself to win for once. Just picking away the innocence. Find me in the cracks, in the sidewalks you tread. Nothing to my being but my time, and instead of my mind giving on.